I'm Bella. Have you ever wondered what it would be like if frozen was real? What if, like Elsa, I could use my special powers to use my hands and instantly turn water into ice or make beautiful ice sculptures? Or if I told you that I could? Okay, take a look at this. No more water. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Did you guys see that? That had just completely turned into solid ice. Yes! Okay, if you want to see the game, check out the one I did last night, which I caught on my camera phone. Magic powers! What? Yay! Okay, so maybe I don't have special powers, but really it's possible to instantly turn water into ice. It's called supercooling. If you want to go at home, all you need to do is put a bottle of pure water in the freezer for around 2.5 to 3 hours. And when you take out, give it a bath, and you'll have instant ice. But how does it work? Well, from a really young age, we thought that liquid water will freeze and turn into solid ice at 0 degrees Celsius or 32 degrees Fahrenheit. But that's not always true. Water is made up of lots of molecules. As a liquid, those molecules are able to tumble all over each other and move around freely. It's why we can pour water, it flows. However, for water to turn into ice, those molecules have to line themselves up and get into special pattern. And when that happens, the molecules can't move around and float anymore. And instead, they locate in place. And that when our liquid water become solid ice. Saying it's actually really difficult for those molecules to line up in the right way to start making ice crystal. It takes a lot of energy. Now, the colder it is easier the molecules find it. But what they really need, a starting point, the first building block of the ice crystal. If they have the starting point, then it gives them somewhere to latch into and start building the pattern form. Think of like playing with Lego. If you have lots of Lego pieces, and I told you have you make a boat, but you don't have where to start or have no instruction to follow, then it's quite difficult. But if you have a starting point and give it you somewhere to build from, and it's much easier. Tap water is full of little bits called impurities, but those bits are great for water molecules to grab onto and use to start arranging themselves from. So that's why when you put tap water in a freezer, it will turn into ice by itself. All by itself, because those water molecules have a starting point form, which to make their ice crystal. However, this bottle of pure water, which means it has no bits or impurities in it all. So even when I put it in the freezer, and it gets really cold, much colder than 0 degrees, it still won't turn into ice because the water molecules don't have a starting point. And when water below 0 degrees and still hasn't turned into ice, we say that is being supercooled. The question is, how did I turn my bottle of supercooled water into an instant ice? Well, I gave it a bash. And that bash gave it enough energy for the first few ice crystals to form. Enough energy to put themselves into the right position, and arrange themselves. And as soon as you got to let one little ice crystal, the rest will follow, and it will start to build until you have an entire bottle of ice.